What's up, Scorpio? It's Elle. I hope everybody is doing well. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to be notified every time I do post a new video. Like, comment, share, show your love and support. As always, please keep it positive. Sorry, I'm trying to get a few readings out, like I said to you guys. Had to take a little break and take care of some school stuff. I am back. This is our final reading for the day for my Scorpios. I am going to start doing other signs as well. I would say put it in the comments. I'm just going to randomly pick a few and every day work through those as well. So just to keep my channel growing monetization wise, this is what I have to do right now. I've been spreading myself way too thin this past year, trying to maintain, juggle, provide my daughter the correct love, support, help, and be there the way that I need to be there, and take care of my physical health the way it needs to be taken care of. All the things, guys, right? That's why I'm going back to finish my degree and just provide a more stable life for me and my little family. And so we have really been met with some challenges. If you watch me, we're in the middle of it right now. We're in the middle of the thick. And so it has not been a lot of fun, but it is what it is. It's my life experience. I'm not offering personal readings at this time, guys, just because of what's going on in my life energetically. I just need no more extra. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing, if I do decide to do them again, I will be live, possibly in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a Zoom call or something of that nature. That's how I would like to do that from here on out, just because of the things, the tricks and the games that people play and the things that aren't fun. Unfortunately, they ruin it for, it's like the bad apple, the rotten apple. There's always that one bad one, right? And so unfortunately, they ruin it for the others. In that scenario, it's just like, for me energetically, it's not worth putting myself in or involving myself or tying myself in some type of energetic cord or energy to energies that don't have good intentions for me, my life, or my channel. So moving forward, that's just been my life and situation, and that's what I'm doing. And out of respect for other readers right now, since I do have a GoFundMe link up, I am just choosing, because of how crazy the world is at this time in regards to money, to do that, because of it's energy, right? So you don't need, I'm sensitive to energy. I feel energy. When there's energy projected towards me that's not fun, I also feel it too, heavy. And so it just, for me, again, like I said, navigating through life and challenging situations right now, I feel like it's the best thing for me energetically to do. So I do have a GoFundMe link up, guys. That information, if you would like to donate to me and my little family, anything would be much appreciated. We have some challenges right now, and we have to navigate through them. We got, if you watch me, I moved into a property that was being foreclosed on. These people knew it and still allowed us to move in. So unfortunately, that is the situation that we're dealing with now too. So having to be literally uprooted, me and my daughter have just really been trying to work through it the last few days together. It's been a rough experience for us both. But it's also another situation that is, hopefully bringing us closer together too. And this time I've been able to, even though I've made it a point to be there, like I was not that I wasn't, but like I spent so much time this past year trying to, again, go, and it's like, again, I was hitting this wall. Like, I'm trying to go do this, I'm trying to provide, and yes, I did, and I found a way, but at the same time, I kept getting myself in situations, or putting myself in situations where there was no real stability, or I was getting my physical health was getting hit hard with being in constant physical contact with people because of COVID and all the things, right? My immune system wasn't the greatest. So this last couple times, I did get kind of, when I got sick, it was really hard for me to also make it through those challenges, along with some other things that were going on. So we're here. It is what it is. We need help getting out of this situation, unfortunately, and I'm just trying to be as positive as possible. I know in my heart of hearts, I want the best for me, my daughter, our little family, and I'm just getting up and doing the next right thing, so that things will work out. I'm just trying to stay really strong right now. And just anything that does not serve me energetically, just protective bubble all day long, even if it's having to all day long. Okay, I'm grateful for. So some of you could be going through that too, you know, speaking gratitude and beautiful, positive things into your life. Even when you're going through hell, excuse my language, or hard times, you know, it is easier said than done, but it does help build a solid foundation, or help you navigate through things that, you know, may not feel solid right now. You know, there's so many questions in my life that I've just felt like I just wanted to cry and just curl up in a ball. And, you know, I can't be frozen though. You know what I mean? I can't freeze up and not do what needs to be done. So, Scorpio, you could be, sorry, I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me hold that thought. So if you'd like to donate, that information's in the description box below. I do have Cash App at this time and a GoFundMe link. Anything would be helpful, guys. We're trying to come up with enough to where we can get somewhere and have a solid foundation for us for a few months, so we can work towards building and not having to go through this repeat pattern that's affected our life tremendously. Again, you know, we all make mistakes. I chose to marry the wrong person, and unfortunately had been dealing with so many other issues with family and support and things, to where, you know, it only intensified some of the hard things that I've had challenges with. So we all make mistakes, and I can't beat myself up every day about it. You know what I mean? Like, moving forward, it's been hard. And, you know, anyway, I do feel like love is super important, you know, making sure that when you do have a partner that's loving and caring, you know, to appreciate that, you know, especially in these times, because your family, you know, that are loving and caring and supportive, that, you know, it is a beautiful, good thing, right? And that, you know, anything, to me, you know, I don't know, you know, that's something that, if you're lucky enough to have it and you're fortunate enough to have it, that shouldn't be taken for granted. Okay, so we're grateful. Thank you for the love and support that you guys have shown me, because this has been my little family and soul tribe, and I love and appreciate you guys. So any help would be great. We're grateful for any help that we've already been given. We're very, very grateful for. It's the only way we've been able to even eat and just be okay through this. So anyway, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please help me provide Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising with any messages you would like for them to receive. Also protect us with your white light of protection through the tarot. Archangel Michael, please block any negative energy being sent our way. Send it back into the universe, into nothingness. Amen, amen. Or send it back with consciousness awareness. Send it back. Whatever you got to do, get it out of here. All right, so let me say my own little personal prayer, because I'm feeling the need to get prayed up myself. Amen. There's some sort of a new idea, new creative venture, fresh start, new job, new career. Yeah. Some of you are stepping into some type of a new career. Let me clear the energy again too. I did this before the reading the last time, but I was on the phone with my advisor. So there was different energy for school and stuff like that. Okay, so new job and career. Cheers to that, Scorpio. I like that. That feels better. I just felt like there was a lot of like extra energy I was trying to navigate through with it. Some of you could be going through some sort of like energetic blockages in your life, or you're moving or navigating through fear, worries, and tense situations. And then there's a period of prosperity and abundance coming towards you as well right now. I like that, Scorpio. Let's see. What other messages do we have? Something's coming to light or being exposed in a situation. This is spirit ancestors. There's something about birds here being significant as well. But this is something that is coming out or being exposed in some regard. What other messages do I have for Scorpio? Growth. Okay, so there's a situation here where I feel like whatever's coming out, I feel like for some of you, whatever this might be, it might not be the easiest thing to move through. I accidentally said mean, so there could have been some kind of mean energy here or behavior or something, and just an energetic something here, something, right, that may not have been your favorite, but there is something that's come to light or being exposed in that regard. There's the need to, or the ability to grow through it that's going to be super important for you. For some of you, there's also facing some type of fear, and it could even be just some sort of a way where, you know, there's something that's coming out. Oh, I've got chills all over again. So there's something that's coming out, but it is helping you face some sort of fear, or there's going to be growth behind that in the situation. Yeah. And bring balance back into an energy or a situation, life, whatever for you. Yeah. So curiosity. All right. So somebody could be curious here about what? Let's see, Scorpio. I'm curious now. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please help me provide Scorpio, sun, moon, rising with any messages you would like for them to receive. Also protect with your light of protection through the tarot. Archangel, please block any negative energy being sent our way. I feel like you could be curious about some sort of situation here, possibly involving a King of Cups. Doesn't have to be in regards to Katie? Okay. Sound like you were crying. Sorry, my daughter. I heard some in the other room. It's like, uh-oh. Hopefully she's not upset. All right, so King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords. All right. We're homeschooling this year. Those were the changes also that were appropriate to make in my life as well, with the challenges that we had to face last year. So things are different. Sorry, y'all. That's why it's important for us to fix the things that are going on in our life. Page of Coins. Somebody's stuck in their head about a situation. I feel like you're curious about a situation here. It could even be a romantic situation. If it's not that, there's something here where you're getting news. This is almost like, because I'm looking at the two here. All right, somebody's holding somebody's hand. Okay, so there is some sort of protective energy, Scorpio. It does feel romantic. Now, if it's not a romantic situation, this could be, I'm getting chills again. So soulmate vibe. Something here, there is something coming out. It could even be within family, friend, whatever situation, dynamic, where there is a level of, I do feel like somebody's like really stuck in their head here in a protective energy for someone. This isn't going to be for everyone. It's kind of giving me the vibe, though. It really just, it's like you have somebody looking out for you, whether it's in some type of a, somebody showing up in a protective energy here, and it could be within some type of career opportunity, something like that, or if you've been in some type of a tense situation. It does look like somebody's kind of stuck in there. I'm getting chills all over y'all, and that's always my sign that just happens to me when I'm reading, or just stuff, like getting messages, right? So there's regret here. Okay, so Six of Swords. I feel like some of you, there could have been something that you did get away from, or you've gotten away from in some regard, but you've had to be strategic about it, because I just split the deck to the King of Swords. So to me, there is some type of, or level of strategy. There's been some level of strategy in a tense situation. With the dagger, to me, it could even be people, places, things, situations where, you know, maybe somebody wasn't completely truthful, maybe somebody wasn't being honest, maybe there was some type of betrayal, you know, whatever it might have been, you've got new, right? So it's kind of a period of new energy, prosperity, and abundance, new ventures, a fresh start, new career, a lot of new. And I feel like you do have an energy here where it could even be a situation where you know, some level of something coming out, where exposure doesn't have to be super dark and nefarious. It could even just be like some level of something coming out or being recognized in some way, shape, or form that, you know, in order, it's like, okay, so talking about the elephant in the room, or releasing some type of energy where, you know, again, whether you're going through hard times like I am, and you know, it's like, I feel like anytime anybody, you know, sometimes like in my own personal life, you know, dealing with the situation I had to deal with my kid's father, and we're not saying names, this is just an example, right, you know, of dealing with like abusive behavior situations and things like that, you know, when, or if you try to help yourself in situations where that's happened, or things of that nature, like, you know, people, a lot of times, you know, when you're trying to do that, sometimes there is, you know, a level of, you know, they don't like it when you speak out. They don't like it when, you know, their true colors are shown. People don't like that kind of stuff, right? When stuff like that happens. So there could be a level of something here going on where, you know, some sort of, it could even be like within a work environment or something like that going on, where something is exposed and you're just having to move forward. There's like, all right, I'm making a decision where maybe this doesn't resonate with me and my soul anymore, my energy. Like I was saying, you know, even though I love doing hair, and have done it, or was in the cosmetology industry and have been for over 10 years, it's one of those things where if I keep getting met with an energetic block, well, you know, what am I doing here? Obviously, I'm going to hang on to my license, but, you know, at the same time, why am I going to keep doing that to myself right now when I'm getting sick, when I'm having issues, when I'm not being, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's stupid, right? So for me, that's why I chose to go back to school. So for some of you, there could be some sort of decision here where exposure in that sense, you know, I can relate to it in that sense, right? There's something coming out where you're like, you know what? Whatever this is that's being highlighted to me, whether it's just an energetic thing or a physical thing that I can actually see, there's something here about, well, you know, okay, different. There needs to be a change here. Recognition. There's growth here within that, which I like. You know, again, looking at a situation like we're going to grow through this and change and make better decisions. People, places, things, energy, whatever, we're tying ourselves to. I do feel like with this energy, you're able to, with growth, you know, whether it's moving forward with connections, work, it does look like there's some sort of a vibration here too, energetically, where it seems like, you know, the opportunity is there in regards to romance, because you do have the King and Queen of Cups with the Knight of Cups, which to me is two people meeting each other in the middle here, right? So there could even be on an emotional level where, you know, you're ready, so to speak, right? So you're both emotionally available, right? Or, you know, in some kind of situation here, it does seem like it could be a little bit more romantic, but for some of you, you also have what family, lover, friend that's coming in, or is deep in their thought, or has been, with the Eight of Swords, stressed almost too, if they've watched you go through some sort of change or shift, to where it's almost like there's some sort of like a protective energy there in regards to helping you. It could even just be like helping you achieve your goals, right? So when you're with the right person, they're not going to oppress you. They're not going to, you know, a car horn just honked. So confirmation there with somebody too, in that sense, like if you're with the right person, they're not going to not want good things for you, right? The right person is going to be there for you, is going to, you know, promote, you know, whatever it is, or want you to do the things in your life to grow, do better, be better, right? The right person is going to be there and help you through that, right? So I feel like this is what's coming in for you guys, which on a romantic level, that's awesome. Even if it's like a supportive friendship, excuse me, level, that's awesome too. And even if it's both, okay? So with the Seven of Cups, that's Spirit saying there's options here. And a lot, right? So for some of you, the willingness to walk away from something here in a situation, again, that might not have been working out for you, is just coming from actually having a level of support that's really nice. Now, for others of you, too, I do feel like there is some level of support or new soul tribe energy or something like that with starting some type of a new career or new venture. Having a fresh start in some direction is also bringing more options in for you in regards to, look, this is going to allow me to or there's this energy of feeling like, okay, this is awesome and I want to protect it here. Okay, with the Seven of Wands, I feel like for some of you, there's the Eight of Wands here. This is going to be fast moving, and it could even be a combination of both, right? Maybe you've been through a stagnant period of time in your life where career wasn't going your way, love life wasn't going your way. I do feel like for some of you, there could be like a fresh start with all, okay? And there's a lot of creative energy here too, where some of it coming through here with the Seven of Cups, and this says new creative ideas. That's saying to me with prosperity and abundance too. For some of you with the Seven of Wands, to kind of not be hush hush, like we're not gonna, don't speak on your ideas and stuff until you're ready to put them out there, whether you're putting them out there, be mindful about who you're giving these ideas to, etc. Right? So I mean, your ideas are your ideas, and if Spirit lit a fire under you know what to get these ideas out and to achieve them and to accomplish some sort of achievement with them, then do that, right? So but for some of you, there could be that you could need to, again, with whatever this is, be a little quiet about it, right? Just so it's your baby, and make it happen, right? So, but in a good way, it's positive. Yeah, there's a new cycle here for you. And sometimes I swear this happens, and it's happened to me in my life more than once. If you're trying to elevate and you're trying to, or not elevate, but like get yourself out of situations that have not been necessarily good for you, mind, body, spirit, right? Whether, and for some of you, I feel like for me, I just step away. I don't say anything. I just step away and I will get ghosts like you never knew me, right? And so for me, that's my way of saying, there's really no need to, some people get really offended by it though, I mean, I'm not going to say I feel like I'm better than you. I'm not into the same things that you're into anymore, whether it's, for me, I don't hang around people that drink excessively. I don't hang around people that, do a lot of, or engage in a certain lifestyle excessively or anything like that. Like there, so, and for my age, that can be challenging, but the older I get, the more, moving into, even experiences with my work life this past year, other people that were experiencing the same thing with partners and stuff, and having to really, be strong, and that, and this young woman, I hope, I don't think she watches me, and I'm not going to say, her personal name or anything like that about her life, but, just as an example, when you're going through situations and you have a partner and you have some sort of past trauma that's related to alcoholism, say that you had some sort of something happen to you or in your life, and so the smell of alcohol really bothers you, and you just respectfully can't be around anybody that drinks a lot because it triggers some sort of negative emotion or past trauma in you. And that's just a boundary. That's a personal boundary that's 100% okay to have, right? So for some of you, whether it's something here, I've had to express and I've been strong enough to do it before and it hurt, but I had to say, what, that really bothers me. There's a period in time of my life where, it takes me back to this part of my life that I understand how people, operate with this energy, and I don't like it, and I'm going to separate myself. And that takes a lot of strength. It's really hard to do, but, it's also, I feel like for some of you, I feel like what Spirit wants you to know with this energy is, in this energy, there's lots of new ventures, a fresh start, a new career, a period of prosperity and abundance. And I feel like for some of you, if you do carry this light within your life and the direction that you're moving, if if you are somebody who has even experienced challenging times or been somebody that has been through a lot of, you know, persecution or, you know, a lot of, you know, smear campaign crap where people have talked about you or held you accountable for past situations that happened 20 years ago or things like that, right? You know, we all change, right? So the person that you were 20 years ago is certainly not going to be the person that you are today, right? So at least I hope not, right? Because every day we have a chance to get up, do better, be better. That's my thing. Do better, be better. And so, Scorpio, there's a new cycle here. I love that for you guys. And justice. So for if there's a situation also where there are things that have been going on in your life that haven't been necessarily fair, and you've been dealing with some sort of injustice in some way, shape, or form, it's an energy, it's an energetic, again, karmically, it's the direction that you're moving, and it's an energetic shift and change where things are going to be better just because, right? So I like that that's there confirming it. I do feel like this is going to feel like a blessing from God, from the divine, whatever it is that you pray to here, right? With this energy, it's going to feel like, yes, you know, this is what I wanted, yeah. Ooh, let's clarify. Why do we have that? And some of you, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, whatever this is, it could even be a big deal where it does create a level of drama, chaos, and maybe you've been fighting through that too. That's the energetic spiritual warfare side of things too, right? So, you know, with this energy, Scorpio, the Six of Wands, keep in mind that that's an energy too that doesn't want the success for you in your life, and that, again, you don't have to have it, right? You don't have to stay stuck in that energy. We're going to keep moving. Yeah, the Six of Cups, that's a past energy, whoever that is for some of you. And it's about your happiness. Again, like I was saying, past people, it could even be, I don't know why, baby mama, baby daddy, baby whatever, drama, or just energy that doesn't, you know, and happy about you doing great. You know, what's crazy is you'll know, like people, they don't acknowledge, if people don't acknowledge your accomplishments or don't praise them or in some way, shape, or form, or, you know, just ignore it flat out. If you're doing good, if somebody only likes to talk about the things that are going on in life when you're doing bad, you don't need to question yourself about what that person feels about you, because that's telling you right there, that person does not want the best for you. They only like to talk about when things are going bad for you, not when you're doing good, right? That's how my own personal life, right? So six of Wands, and this is taking it back to that mind, body, and soul, understanding, again, keeping that in check too. There's a new cycle here. Whoever puts you in this energy, there is also an understanding of, look, it's okay for me to separate myself from that, because it's called healthy boundaries. With the Four of Wands, that's mind, body, and soul. That's creating a healthy boundary, a healthy temple, a healthy space for you and your energy to hold too. And it's going to create a balance, yeah, in your life, Scorpio. Transformation, transformative energy. You are, I feel like, going to be going, I've got chills, going through another transformation, a scorpionic transformation too. That I feel like, again, Knight of Pentacles, you've had to practice a lot of patience, but there is this love here. And again, it could have even be, again, when I was going through my cancer journey, Louise Hay was a big way that I also, because she talks about, you know, energy and the way we talk to ourselves, the way, you know, and loving ourselves. And it's, you know, if we say, everywhere I go, everybody loves me, that kind of thing, right? This is creating more of a vibration that's mirrored back to you in that sense, but also, you know, with people, places, and things, you don't always have to be right? If you understand somebody else might be wrong, their ideas might be wrong, a situation might be wrong, trying to, because I do feel like whatever this is, it's more about like understanding, okay, energetically, what is this, I have a part to play in it, right? So if I can't fix that problem, then what I can do is fix my side of it. And if it's just like, okay, you can be wrong and I'll be right, but I'll be right silently, because it's better for me to be happy and healthy than to be right? So I feel like that's what this is. It's like understanding this is allowing you to move forward in your life, where into a chapter of your life where there is definitely some sort of new venture, fresh start vibe. I like that, Scorpio, and a period of prosperity and being more abundant. And this is just an energy, love, money, all of it, right? So this is, to me, it's good. It's good stuff, right? And just remembering, like even remembering the past, like, okay, playing the tape back, moving forward. How do I keep from repeating this or having this energy? I'm like terrified. I'm terrified to get into another relationship in my life because of what's happened, right? I know that I want to eventually. I know I'm a human being. I have needs. We all have sexual needs and shit. I'm a Scorpio, so you know what I mean? Like, I love it just like the next person. I think that we enjoy it even more. So even if we do, we're just really intense. For me, that's a way also, it's like a way that I express myself. It's a big part of who we are, it's our sexual energy, right? So for some of you too, this is important, I guess, because I'm feeling the need to talk about it. Like in my own personal journey, like this time out, it's also teaching me like, okay, like that's also a big part of me. But at the same time, it's also a big part of me that I'm learning how to even more so love and respect, even if I'm like because it's the celibacy thing, after a while, like self-control, you can get to the point where you're just like, oh my God, I can't take it, right? I'm human, I want to be touched. Jeez, it's just like you're crazy if, I don't know, like if you're denying yourself of that, you're also denying yourself of like actually being a normal human being, right? And so that's natural, it's normal. Now, I don't think, anyway, those are my own personal beliefs, but like, so there could be that struggle within, like, I don't want to do something wrong in that sense for some of you, not all of you. I just felt led to talk about it. So that could be something too, where there could be a lesson learned and, yeah, I don't want to make the same mistake there and get involved, tied energetically, because that's an energetic tie to things that aren't going to be good, right? So, understanding, learning lessons from the past, and not allowing the lack of something to create an energy that allows you to step into something that's not good for you. Because I've had that, happen too in my life too, or so it's like, lessons learned, right? So fresh start, new ventures. I said adventures. So yeah, new adventures for some of you too, which is awesome. Who doesn't like that? So I want to get out and play a little bit. I don't know if you do. But like, I feel like I haven't been able to play all year. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please help me provide Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising with any messages you would like for them to receive. Also protect us with a light of protection through the tarot. Other messages for Scorpio. King of Coins. So again, playful, lighthearted energy for some of you. Page of Coins, King of Coins. This is a boss, excuse me. What does the moth mean? Because I actually said boss, which made me think of moth immediately. So I always take that as a sign. Again, some of you definitely have some type of new boss or position or some type of career path that you're going to be taking because that's the transformation, and this is part of your destiny, transformative energy. I feel like for some of you it's something that you didn't expect or it's like, even like when I got on YouTube, I didn't necessarily expect to take that path, but I did, right? So there's something here where it's like, okay, this is a new turn, it's unexpected, but here we go, right? So for you, I like that, Scorpio. Lots of love, lots of light. Stay positive, stay blessed, and until next time, lots of love. Bye.